Coach Savage with me after this 11-point win for Caribou. I asked Abby, but kind of what was the keys coming to this? I mean, Foxcroft, as I said, they scored 58 the other night. They like to push the tempo. What was kind of your keys to kind of prevent that?
Well, Foxcroft does have they have a reputation for, wanting to push it and create chaos, really. So, in the limited time that we had to practice with the kids, we really tried to emphasize that and how we were going to counter it. And, we like to run the ball up the floor ourselves, but, we're also very young. So it was really important that we got the message across to them that we couldn't get caught up in the chaos, in the tempo that they wanted to play. And, to give Foxcroft credit, there were times when we did get caught up in that, but I think for the balance of the game, we did a pretty good job of breaking their press, number one, which is very good, and it puts a lot of pressure on you. And number two, getting into our offense. And in the first half, I didn't think we ran through our offense enough, but in the second half, we did a little bit better job of that.
And, Madeline got into foul trouble, and being a young player, she was kind of able to play with that a little bit, and she did a good job on the defensive end, huh?
Yeah, she did. I mean, Madeline brings, she's a multi-tool player, so she gives it to us on both ends. She's young and she's still learning, so a lot of times she maybe isn't where she should be, but she makes up for it a lot of times with athletic ability, really on both ends of the floor. And but I just wanted to add one other thing. We also had a couple. It's very tough for us when Abby and Madeline come out of the game. We had a couple of kids come in there. Ainsley and Mia came in today and gave us some, not a lot of minutes, but important minutes while we could rest Madeline on the bench. Keep her out of foul trouble.
Yeah, definitely a big key there. You need people stepping up. And, Savage, great job for the free throw line down the stretch. I had her for 10 points, and her and Abby kind of went 7 for 7 in the fourth quarter. You might not have been able to get this win without that foul shooting from them, too.
Yeah. There's no doubt that foul shooting down the stretch is important. I mean, not only does it maintain the lead, it puts the pressure on the other team to almost rush a little bit more. So it's crucial to get that. We've got some pretty decent shooters on this team. It'd be nice if Selena wasn't sick and could stay in the game the whole game. but the minutes that she was in there, she shot the ball pretty well. And Abby was very, very stable. Abby's only a freshman too. And there were times in the beginning of the season when she was still learning that and maybe taking shots and out of control. And boy, tonight was a great example of, I know all those statistics look good, but her decision making and, when to hold on to the ball, when to go to the basket. I mean, she's just grown up so much that way, and it's just great to see as a coach. Yeah, and got a double-double tonight. And kind of 5-5 on the season. Kind of where do you think the team is being so young? It's pretty good being getting the 5 wins through 10 games, but a lot of improvement so far, right? Really, it's our decision making. I mean, we've made strides forward on both ends of the floor. Kids, we're really young. Our first 6 players that come into the game, 3 of them are freshmen, 2 are juniors. So we were really young to start the season. We had a new coaching staff, new system that we put in, new kids starting to play. So to be honest with you, I kind of expected that things were going to be a little difficult for us. But true to what we asked of the kids is that don't be frustrated about that. Take that as a learning lesson, because really that's what it is. We played some veteran teams to start the season. We played Old Town, Herman, and Holton. They're all veteran, really good teams. And for a while we played with them, but really they taught us a lot about both ends of the floor, patience, and how to execute. And they sort of gave us an example of how that needed to be done. And our kids have been able to do that on both ends of the floor. And that's the key. We want to be playing our most mature, best basketball at the end of the year. And I think we're moving in that direction. That's all you can ask as a coach. Excellent. Well, thank you for coming over, and congratulations on the win today. And good luck the rest of the way. I appreciate it. I'd like to say one last thing. Coach Kayla Brown is home, sick. She's a super competitor. I'm sure she was jumping up and down, sick or not, at home. Just want to give her a shout out and say happy we'll bring the W back to you, Coach. See you soon. All right. Thank you.